going to the Great Sand Dunes on a last minute trip. It's a beautiful rainy day. And we're just gonna go hang out at the campsite, walk on some sand dunes, and have some good food.
And escape the rain.
Yep. We're 3 hours into the drive and we've been seeing some really beautiful things out here. You want to show everybody?
Fog. We finally made it out of the fog. We have a beautiful view of the mountains. Only 40 minutes to go.
We made it to the campsite, site 7. Right next to the toilet.
Ooh, and it's so windy. Which we should have thought about because that's why we have sand dunes here. I think you have to come closer. So this was the biggest tent setup nightmare I've ever experienced. It was at least 100 miles an hour winds. It was pretty insane.
But there she is, standing strong.
So far. We're currently cooking in our vestibule because it's so windy out there. It's gonna be pasta bolognese and hopefully it will turn out well. We're not catching on fire.
Take a look. It's so good. So delicious.
We woke up to quite a bit of snow on our tent. I don't know if you can see it cave in. We finally got us some firewood. We had to leave the national park because our store only opens at 2, but that's okay. It was only a few miles, but it's a little too chilly yet for hiking. So we're gonna make a fire and then we're gonna enjoy some delicious breakfast with bacon and eggs. We are finally ready to go on our hike, and it's 12:30 now, but that's okay. It was so cold in the morning we couldn't have gone, so we got firewood, made a fire, made delicious breakfast, and now we're on our way. Finally.
Yep. We're gonna go right over there. And we can spend the entire day. Alright, we're getting ready for the big river crossing. Have our shoes on. Ready to go. Let's see how cold this water is.
Oof.
I'm a little nervous.
I think it's coming from those mountains up there.
With
so.
snow.
Okay. Oh, it's warm.
Thanks.
So apparently in the summer people float down here and the water comes in these waves. Let's see Jacqueline make her track.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun. Now on to the climb. We just spoke to two girls that went on a backpacking trip. Up here, they said, as long as you're behind that first big ridge, you can just stay wherever if you have a permit. We'll definitely be back for that.
I don't know if it works like that.
Okay, you made it look way too easy.
Did I?
As you can tell, weight, extra weight doesn't really help. We made it to our end point, which was this ridge up there, which is the high dune, which is not the highest one in the national park, but the highest one you can see from the campsite. It's snowing again. Just like last night, but we were wearing warmer socks.
We got back not too long ago from our 5-mile hike in the dunes, and now we're making quesadillas. We have some guac and some of the meat from last night, scallions, peppers. It's gonna be really good. If this wind would cooperate with us, it would be great. We had to change locations because it's getting so windy and it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse. So we moved in here. I think it's safe. Yeah, we have a little airflow in the bottom, so I think it should be fine.
We pass out and die. We had a great last meal.
We're just finishing up dinner. It was so good, and we're so happy with our change of location in our little restaurant patio. And yeah, great day. We'll sleep well tonight. Okay, this is really bad. The wind has got to be...
I don't know why you have to call it really bad. Start this over again.
It's very windy, and I'm pretty sure our tent is going to break. Like 30-mile-an-hour winds. The whole thing is moving like crazy.
Leave it on for a little. Of course now it's not, but we'll leave it on for a second. Pretty windy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Barista Rogine on duty.
Got some coffee brewing. The sun is rising. We made it through a very windy night. The campground is still quiet. The sun just rose. We packed everything up. We're in the car on the way back to Denver. Someone's having the Sunday scaries over there. But until next week on our next camping adventure, right?